Huh. Okay. Is that better? Is it too loud? I fear it might be too loud. Okay. Can you hear me now, everyone? Let me see if I can check the sound here. Everybody's so quiet. Hello. Okay. So I've got that there. All right. Ah, now you can hear me. Fantastic. Sometimes I have to go in and manually fix things in my freaking software. You can hear. Okay, sweet. So, my throat feels like somebody took like one of those, like a toilet brush and did this with it, shove it in my throat. And so it's like really scratchy and dry. So I thought we could have a quick little coffee chat because I've been resting most of the morning. Is it quiet? Is it quiet on YouTube? Can you guys hear me? I can turn it up. Let me turn it up a bit more. All right. Properties. Okay. Let's see. Advanced. What's on? You can't comment on YouTube. That's weird. All right. Let me fix the volume. How can you not comment on YouTube? All right. All right. I've turned it up a bit on there. How are you not able to comment on YouTube? Oh, okay. You could hear on YouTube but couldn't until I turned it up. Okay. Okay. If one speeds around the solar system for 1 hour, one relatively arrives at their destination 60 years later. What's the point of going so fast? Oh, goodness. One relatively. That's a bit of relativity as far as music. It is louder on Periscope now, okay, and I'm being told it's much better on YouTube. Oh, it's perfect now. Great. Yay. I found out what the issues were with my other the other videos and the sound. Because I only have two USB ports on my laptop, and one goes to my new camera, which you guys are using now. Boosts a bit of color. It's a lot better. I'm not so washed out as I have been in the past. And the other one goes to my microphone. And so I had one of these butt babies right here. This Hutu multi USB port plugged in, and apparently it killed the sound, my microphone, by like 1,000 times. So I've ordered a powered USB hub to help me a bit better with that. But this week has been it's been full on hectic with work and everything else. I've been like up to my eyeballs and stuff. And since I'm like the only person that actually puts together a show, and I've been under a lot of stress lately, I think I've caught a cold. I'm freaking awake and I'm having coffee. Make it quick. Well, I'm not doing the official show today. I'll be talking about the science of illusion tomorrow morning, trying to give my throat a bit, a bit of a break. Got more problems, but that seems to be on my end. We have to miss this one. Bye, Nether. I'm not doing like a proper show today. I'm gonna push it to tomorrow because my throat is just killing me. So good morning, guys. For those of you that have it in the morning, it might be morning or afternoon. My brain is fuzzy. So I'm actually getting a powered USB splitter to help me with the sound, because it seems like that's what was killing my sound in some videos last week. So yeah. So Illusion won the vote and all of that. So I'm going to put together a show for that tomorrow morning. I'm appearing on another channel today. All my shows are awesome. You're sweet. I'm appearing on another channel today between 12 and 1 Central Standard Time. I hate mornings. I'm usually going to sleep at this time, but I need to go shopping at 9 p.m. at 9 a.m. Pacific. You got, oh goodness, you got over a cough that you picked up in Peru. Hello, Matt. Hello. So this is just a little light chat. My head hurts a bit. I have a scratchy throat, and I will put together a show for tomorrow. I'm supposed to appear on a channel here in a bit. But I've got a definitive date for the first episode of Spirited Science. Spirited Science, that's going to be May 17th, and the first episode is going to be on Darwin. And I've already concocted a Darwin cocktail just for the chat. I'm going to have Cy Gart, Jackson Wheat, Evo, PhD, also known as Dr. Amanda Glaze, and if PZ Myers is feeling up to it that day, he will stop by as well. And we will all be talking about various aspects of Darwin. While we share the same type of beverage, but Jackson is not drinking. That's okay. You don't have to drink to enjoy the show or be a part of it. So there you go. Wouldn't it look like you were going ultra slow to everyone else who isn't traveling at the speed of light? I don't know. I suppose so. It also depends on perspective. Maybe I'm vitamin B17 deficient. I don't think so. And I'm not trying goop. Hardy har har, Steve. I didn't go drinking last night. I had some vodka last night, but it wasn't like... No, my head hurts because of sinuses. Because it's like... So I have to get some sinus medicine. So... check out my Wicked Batman shirt, man. Got my Batman and Catwoman shirt from Arkham City. It's a fun game. But I didn't want to disappoint you guys. If you guys were expecting something fantastic, like, wow, we're going to have the science of evolution today. I'm like, swimmy head and sinuses and stuff. And this whole week has been full on at my job. So I'm pushing it to tomorrow. So I have a bit more time to kind of prepare and give my throat a bit of a break. Hello, Mateo. But yes, so Spirited Science, I'm going to start pushing that. First episode is in a couple of weeks, May 17th, and then we'll have shows. I would like to do every week, but I don't know if I can do that. So possibly a couple times a month to start. And so I've already developed the Darwin cocktail, the Katherine Johnson. I'm working on the Rosalind Franklin and the Tesla currently, to where we have drinks associated with just the scientists or a science concept. I am showing up on, let me see, I believe it was an atheist in Iowa, either his channel or Miss Snarky's. So I can look that up really quickly. The Godless Iowan. I think it's that channel, from 12 to 1. So yes, a person I gave my cough to took steroid inhaler and some cough medicine with codeine. Oh wow. Yes, Darwin is awesome, and Darwin is actually pretty important to me as a person because of all the things that his work kind of brought for me to help enlighten me about a lot of things, including evolution, because I didn't have a proper education about evolution. Kyle and I are on the Godless Iowan at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Oh yeah, that'll be fun. So that'll be cool. you're just listening, that's okay. But I wanted to have Darwin be the first episode for the new show because Darwin is so important to me. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I didn't have a proper understanding of evolution at all. Nobody taught it to me when I was growing up. And so I had no idea of the origin of the universe outside of what I was told at church. And even growing up in school all the way through to high school, I still had no working understanding of what evolution is. I've been told all the wrong things, and I had no idea. It wasn't until my evolution class where I got exposed to actual, what it is and what Darwin is, that I finally, I was like, these are all the answers to the questions nobody would answer for me. They just pat me on the head and say, we'll talk about it next week. But nobody ever explained evolution to me in a proper way. And I never had a working understanding of it until I got into university. So for me, and it's kind of fitting, like every single degree that I've gotten, every trip to London, I go to, after every degree I've gotten, I usually have taken a trip to London, and then I go to the Natural History Museum, and I take a selfie with Darwin. Because Darwin answered my questions no one else would answer. So Darwin is quite special to me. So I wanted Darwin to be the first episode of the science, of Spirited Science for that reason, because Darwin answered my questions. And that was kind of cool. So that will be the first episode. I'm going to see if I can I really want to get Katherine Johnson, because that's pretty awesome. I want to get her, I wish I could get her on my show. That'd be great. I don't know if I can work that out. Get Katherine Johnson on my science show. Say, I made a drink about you. So the Darwin cocktail, I think you guys will like. It's got a bit of a bite to it, but it'll be neat. And I'll release the Darwin cocktail recipe the day, like probably the week of the show. So if you guys want to partake in a Darwin while we chat about Darwin, you will be able to do that. The origin of the species. Yeah. I get a little sentimental. Somebody once asked me what my favorite work of art was, and I said a first edition copy of The Origin of the Species signed with Darwin that I saw at the Natural History Museum. I actually welled up a little bit. Richard Dawkins, I actually went to one of his talks at the National Portrait Gallery, and he talked about Darwin's influence on him and in the particulars that kind of drove a bit of his work. So that was pretty interesting. My head is just it's just so stuffy. So since it's just me that's doing this, I do have other friends that do nice things for me, like make my intros, help promote my shows. But as far as the actual footwork and the writing and the stuff associated with that, that's all me. So sometimes when I'm doing all the things, I tend to get overwhelmed, and sometimes I get sick because I still have a day job. Robert Wright. I don't know Robert Wright. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know Robert Wright, so, but hey, I can read. I just got a new book in. Oh, and it's not sitting around me, or I would show it to you. I think it's The Question. It's about the origins of life. It was recommended to me by Jackson Wheat and Cygart on their channel that I was on earlier this week. I was on a lot of channels this week. So between let's see, Miss Snarky's channel, I think I was on Steve McRae's channel. on Monday, Miss Snarky's on Tuesday, then on Wednesday I was on Jackson's. Thursday I had off, Friday I had off, and I will be on somebody else's channel today. So yeah, so I'm just kind of, you know, keeping quiet, not talking really loudly because my throat's sore. But I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. So we'll see how that goes. There's also other cool things in the works, I think, but I don't know for certain yet, so I won't comment too much on that. But we're getting there. But if you're interested in being on my Spirited Science show, you don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to be a science educator or a science communicator. You just have to be interested in science. And so what I do is I'll, if you lack the ability to research a topic on your own, fear not. If you join in on one of my shows like this, what I'll do is I will give you what it is that you're going to talk about. And if you need me to give you the tools to help you learn, excuse me, the tools to help you learn about a topic, that's just what I'm looking for. Scientists, science educators, science communicators, those are cool. I know they can do the research on their own, but if you're just a person who enjoys science, you want to be like on my Tesla talk or my Rosalind Franklin talk. I'll give you stuff. It's like, this is what I want you to talk about, so read up on it. Hello. Excuse me. So somebody asked about my job. I will talk a little bit about my job. I can't talk about too much because of intellectual property and non-disclosure stuff, but I work in recombinant proteins. So essentially, I work in industry, and what I do is purify cell paste to remove antigens, and I do this through column chromatography. And so I use a lot of instrumentation. I check concentrations of the proteins. I also check for purity. So I run a lot of STS pages. I also run a lot of columns, various types of resin. Since I have an analytical chemistry background, I'm all over column chromatography. I've worked with FPLCs, HPLCs, and so trying to basically run this, and I've been learning a lot about good manufacturing practices, all of the stuff associated with like FDA and ISO, current good manufacturing practices. I'm learning how to write SOPs. Also, I'm looking at revising documents, stuff like that. So that's essentially what I'm in. I also work heavily with R&D to modify these processes to help have better quality. You're a chromatography expert for GE. That's pretty much, I think, where we get all of our resin for the most part. We're, so a lot of these processes need updating, and so I'll just run a lot of stuff, and sometimes I have to, I work closely with R&D to get things done, but that's what I'm doing right now. And I've always said, as long as I'm learning stuff and I'm enjoying it, I'll do a job for however long. If something stops being fun or enjoyable, or if I'm not learning anymore, then it's time to move to something else where I can grow. So, but right now I'm growing and I'm learning, so it's cool. Hey, Doc. So my throat is just, ugh. But in tech news for the show, I have a green screen set up that I need to play with to see when I can start incorporating that. So that'll be pretty cool once I get green screen going. What is on the mug? This mug. This would be the Cheshire Cat. Curiouser and curiouser. I know about ACTA. I've worked with the ACTA Prime, and I'll be working with the pilot probably next week, or the week next after that. So I've worked primarily with an ACTA Prime. It's makes a lot of sounds. The dignity of work is not just the ability to earn. That's right. That's absolutely right. So, yeah, it's not just earning, but I want to feel like I'm challenged and I'm learning things and I'm contributing to problem solving and that sort of thing. So, yeah, so there's different factors on work and stuff. You thought it was a superhero mug. I do have superhero mugs, but this was just the one I grabbed today. So, yeah. Oh, but my head is pounding a bit. It's the frickin' sinuses. But yes, so that's what I've been up to. Like the past few, like, week. So yeah, I just want to hop on here, probably hop off here in just a bit and kind of just have a lie down, because, hello everyone. So yeah, scratchy sore throat, drinking lots of fluids, trying to rest a bit, and then tomorrow I will, because I need a bit of time to put this show together. Normally on a Saturday I get up about 6 a.m. and then 6 to 6:30 a.m. and then I start putting together the show. If it's something I'm already relatively familiar with, then I don't need to get up so early. But I had planned on getting up about 7 today, and I got up about 7:30, and then my throat just felt like somebody put like a toilet brush down it, just like I was just like, oh, this is not going to work. And then my head started hurting. I'm like, oh, sinuses, why you do this to me? So I'm hoping today I can put together the show after I've had substantial amount of medication to deal with this. And then tomorrow morning, all I have to do is just kind of wake up a bit, get it together, and then have the show. So yeah, whenever I get sick, it's hard. It's hard. And this isn't like a cold. It's all sinus stuff. The weather here changes so much. It'll be cold one day and hot the next, and the pollen is ridiculous right now, and I have allergies. So, and no matter how many times you take allergy medicine in Sudafed, sometimes you're just going to have that post-nasal drip that's just utterly disgusting and you hate it. So I guess that'll probably be the next one, because allergies has been on for a while now, so I might just work and do allergies the following weekend, since it's just been like almost a tie for the past few goes. So usually if I have something that's close to a tie on several polls, I tend to just say, okay, I'm going to cover allergies now. So I'll probably do that next Saturday. Yeah, they can be tough. Just allergies are just tough in general. And my family is weird. I don't have any food allergies now, but my brother has them, and he has to carry an EpiPen with him. He has just terrible allergies to poultry. I think eggs too. Eggs, poultry, turkey, all of that. It's just like lethal. So, and I had weird sensitivity for a while to certain foods, and then my allergist told me to cut those foods out for a couple weeks, and when I cut them out, my body kind of reset. Where am I? I am in the southern U.S. I would say in the Delta region, close to the Delta region. In that southern U.S. I'm within driving distance of several different states, but it's just like right near the Mississippi River, so kind of like that, which is kind of cool. Southern U.S. around the Mississippi River. So yeah, I'm allergic, I think, to mold, pollen, certain animal dander. But I'm quite familiar with allergies, so that episode will not be so difficult for me. Your just body's hypersensitive to various things with protein signatures. If it has a protein signature, your body's going to attack it. Doesn't matter if it's an infectious thing or not. If it's not, you know, that's what allergies are. Hypersensitive response to anything that has a protein signal on it, you know, a little protein receptor. Your body just, ah! I do hope you guys enjoy my Spirited Science show. I'm really excited about it, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm allergic to grass. I've thought about getting shots, and I got shots when I was really little because it was pretty debilitating. My eyes would swell up. I had like borderline severe reaction, so I did have shots when I was little, but it's not, I don't know, it's hit or miss. What alcohol are you buying to make a Darwin? Okay, bourbon. I'll tell you this, bourbon, spiced rum, and bitters. That's the alcohol you'll use to make a Darwin. Bitters, spiced rum, and bourbon. So that's what you'll do. And I'll give the actual recipe the week of the show. I've been playing around. There's a couple of bartenders I've been talking to kind of help develop each individual cocktail. So it'll be kind of neat. The Darwin is actually quite deceptive. It's very, very light. Very light. Any mixer? I'll let you know what the mixer is that day. I'll let you know what it is that week. So, and that's in a couple weeks. So, not next week, but the following one. I'll start. It's almost like an old fashioned, but it's got its own twist. It's got its own twist, and it's a very light drink, and it's actually quite deceptive. So you don't quite. It's, you know. Yeah, it's actually quite deceptive. I'm rather proud of the Catherine Johnson, though. I spent some time last weekend and throughout this week trying to develop those particular drinks. The Catherine Johnson is a take on the mint julep, but it's just a little bit different. Bye, Matt. It was good to see you too. The Catherine Johnson is a bit more. It's like a mint julep, but it's a little bit of a take. It's a take on that, but I expand it and kind of shift it a bit, and it becomes a very nice summer drink. And it's really light too. I'm trying to sort out how I'm going to do the Rosalind Franklin, probably a derivation of the Pimm's cup with that. And for Tesla, I'm working. Tesla's going to take something. How do you make an electrifying drink? So I'm working with like a couple bartenders who've been in that realm for a really long time, and going to try to generate a Tesla drink, Nikolai Tesla. So that'll be fun. So those are the episodes I'm working on. So I need to go ahead and schedule people for Catherine Johnson, for Rosalind Franklin, and if P.Z. Myers can't make the Darwin talk, I want him on board for the Rosalind Franklin one, because I think he could really contribute a lot to that discussion. That's not a cup, it's a bucket. What? Yeah. See, look, it is pretty big. It's almost as big as my face, isn't it? A banana liqueur. You know, you might could give that a go on this. I wanted something with a little hint of sailor tropical aspects of it, because, you know, it did go on a voyage to the Galapagos Islands. So I wanted to kind of have, that's where the spiced rum comes into play a little bit, to give it a bit of that, you know, that Tesla drink. White Lightning comes to mind. I'll have a look at that. I don't want to take like an actual drink and just change the name. I want to like kind of, you know, play around. So Tesla, I gotta think about a Tesla drink. So what would Tesla embody in the form of alcohol? But I think I have a couple people on board for that, and I need one more guest for my Tesla talk. Because I only want like 4 people at a time, usually on a talk like this. It's just moonshine. Oh gosh. Mix it in a shot. Oh, goodness. Ah. Yes. But it's gotta, if you drink, I feel it would be appropriate if you drink too much of a Tesla, it would drive you into madness. Oh, goodness, sorry. So, yeah, so I need one more guest, I think, for the Tesla talk. And I need to put together people who are interested in talking about Katherine Johnson. Worked with NASA, a physicist and mathematician. They still call her to double check numbers because she is that good. They, you know, so if you're familiar with that, I really want to do a talk about her and her work and her education and things she overcame, you know. So it would be really cool to have that. But the first episode is May 17th. And then I'll probably do one every couple of weeks until I can kind of get the gist and get things scheduled really solidly. And then I will start, I've got to contact local venues to see if I can live stream from a pub or from a brewery. So I probably need to go ahead and get letters in the mail to local venues because I want to be able to utilize my platform to also raise money for research and charities. And so the streams that I do at particular restaurants or cafes, pubs, bars, breweries, we would sell the drink there, and all the proceeds from people who purchase this drink would go towards a particular charity or research organization. So that would be associated with the topic that we're covering. So that would be kind of cool. So that's my plan for Spirited Science, and like I said, it's just me outside of the few kind individuals that do things like make my intros for me and promote my channel and stuff like that. My brother from another mother runs my Facebook page. And so, excuse me, so he helps me out a lot with that. And I primarily run my Twitter, but sometimes I have other people post stuff for me too. Because I get swamped. I get so swamped, you know, and so it's hard when it's just me who's writing the show, directing it, doing all the research, getting all the tech. I do all my own editing. I do all of my own stuff. It's not anybody else who's doing this. So when it's just me, sometimes it's overwhelming and I can't get everything done in a timely fashion. And that happens sometimes, you know, especially when I still have like a day job. So I'm always looking for people to help out if they can in the ways that they can. So it's I haven't done a podcast episode in a while. I have one I still need to edit and get live, but I just record my audio podcasts when I can. And I wonder if the audio from my shows would be, you know, better for people, you know, as far as an audio podcast. I don't know anymore. I'm not certain. So a lot of what I do as far as what the popularity is and things associated with that, what people enjoy, that tends to be the focus. So I'll have to work a bit more on my audio podcast. See, I'm getting pulled in different directions. It's just like, golly. Golly. Oh, goodness. So, well, I guess I'm going to hop off of here because I know I'm going to be on another show here in an hour and a half. I kind of want to give my throat a bit of a break. If you have questions, always use my hashtag, HeyScientistMel. Somebody recently posted something about the solar system, and I saw it. I just haven't had a chance to answer. but it would be a really cool show topic. So I might just kind of post that, like, that's a potential topic, is on Hey Scientist Mel. So just use that hashtag. And I can't stress to people enough, I don't always see my ats in Twitter. I don't always see those. I'll get a huge amount on any given day. And sometimes people will be legitimately asking me questions, and it's hard to find it when you're going through all of that. So if you use my hashtag, I can find you a lot sooner. Because, you know, I've devoted that for the people who actually are interested and want to talk to me about a particular thing. I can find it quickly there because I just got to click on my hashtag. It's in my bio on Twitter, and it makes my life a bit easier. So I can see if there's, like, seriously, you know, important questions and stuff that I need to address. And if you want to talk to me, that's the best way to do it. But this has been fun talking to you guys on here. I hope you guys will forgive me for pushing the show to tomorrow. It's just been a very hectic week in trying to catch up on everything. It's been very difficult, and I'll be on another channel this afternoon. I will get better. I just need to kind of chill for a little bit and relax and drink lots of hot tea and stuff, and I'll be okay. But I wanted to have a coffee chat with you guys and say hello. I'm not dead yet. So, I'll sleep when I'm dead, I guess. You know, that's a thing people say. But you guys have an awesome Saturday, and I will be back up here tomorrow with the science of illusion. Optical illusions, all kinds of stuff. How our brain constantly tries to find patterns and things. I believe that's called matrixing. And also, we'll be talking about how your brain, you know, and eyes disconnect sometimes as far as things. Thank you, Steve. Thanks, Bo. And I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic Saturday. Bye.